happy to see you again.
Hi, Erika. It's a joy for me too.
So we're inside the beautiful chapelle de Notre-Dame de Bon Secours. En face we're in front of Saint Marguerite Bourgeoys, her remains. And I'm happy to be here today to talk about this event coming on Saturday, October 7th.
Yes.
Which is, in French we call it Conférence Dialoguée. It will be in French, but we can follow in English in writing, I think.
Yes, that's it. It's called Mémoire vivante, un rendez-vous avec Marguerite Bourgeoys. Encounter with Marguerite Bourgeoys. It's going to be in French, all in French, the songs as well in French, but it will be possible to read the text during the conference. We can give the text to the person who wants to follow the dialogue in English, and also I can say that it's going to be filmed, and soon in the next weeks we can be it will be available to listen it as well in English, and like dubbing their content. But it's going to be a great experience live to be here. So welcome to those who want to come to this event.
What to expect from a dialogue conference?
It's a dialogue because it's between two persons in a dialogue. Two presenters. One is Denis Chouinard, an archivist who worked for the University of Montreal, for the City of Montreal as well in the archives, and as well at the Congregation of Notre Dame archives during many years. So Denis Chouinard, who's passionate about Marguerite Bourgeoys, was going to really talk from the bottom of his heart without following his paper, as he knows so much the story of Marguerite. The history of Marguerite, and Sabrina Di Matteo, who's an author, presenter, an animator, and she's a great friend as well. And she's studying in religious science, actually, and doing her doctorate. So she will be like putting in light Denis Chouinard's knowledge of Marguerite, and she knows as well pretty much about Marguerite, so they will be in dialogue. But yes, and it's a meeting, an encounter with Marguerite in her actuality. They're gonna show how she is actual. She was present. She is present today, and she still inspires us a lot. And there will be other participants in that dialogue, because there will be a choir we call l'ensemble vocal Voci Giovanni, who's there's alumni from Villa Maria who finished at Villa Maria. That as I studied there too, and they are part of that ensemble vocal, so they will sing some songs from New France from that time. So it will be beautiful. It will be like in alternance, with
to listen to music from those years.
Yes, and it's beautiful music, and it's a beautiful choir too. And they will be accompanied for some pieces with Benoit Marino, the organist of this chapel, and a very, very great organist. And maybe Marguerite Bourgeoys will be there too. Like she's there. We are all surrounded by her, but she will appear sometimes during that conference.
Yes, there will be so that's so exciting. Are we expecting some family crowd, adult crowd?
I can say it's the kids from 10 and above who likes history, who can follow a dialogue in a conference about subject like serious but as well beautiful. They can come, but it's not for children too little, because it's not moving a lot. It's welcome for everyone.
Yes. Is there any reason why you're doing this on October 7th?
The reason is because it's the October 7th. It's the date. It's the month of the Rosary, and on that month of the Rosary, on that feast of the Rosary, Notre Dame du Rosaire, Marguerite Bourgeoys in her time, she was a young woman walking in that procession in her town, Troyes, and she that date, she saw for the first time, because she already saw that statue, but she saw and she's been touched deeply in her heart by a statue of Mary, and it changed her. As she said, it's like it changed her so deeply that she decided to change her habits, her ways of doing, and be more like into God, into.
That's the start of her vocation.
It's a start of her vocation, so it's a very important feast for us. The congregation of Notre Dame and all the sisters and associates, but as well for this chapel, because it's Notre Dame de Bon Secours. It's Our Lady as well, and so it's a beautiful occasion to doing it the 7th, and it's a big feast, as I say, and it's the chapel Bon Secours. Notre Dame de Bon Secours is her 250th anniversary that we are still celebrating through this event.
Okay, wonderful. Is this event, do we have to pay to get in?
It's a free entrance. It's people are welcome to give what they want. There will be a monetary contribution if people want to do it. So yes.
Okay, very nice. So my last question for you is, what are 2 aspects from Marguerite Bourgeoys that are particularly touching for you that you'd like to share with our listeners?
Yes, I would say Marguerite Bourgeoys, what touched me deeply in her life and in her person, and she's a woman of faith. She's a woman of deep faith, her connection to God, her desire to love God and like to live this quote of the gospel: love God and love your neighbor as oneself. And it's very important. It was very important for her, and it's still very important for me to live that love of God way of being with others, and to live that love, that charity, that compassion. So this, and as well, she's a woman of relationships. She's related to others. Her project of Ville-Marie, Montréal, the congregation and this chapel, she needs the help of others. She's not a woman who will say, I will do it everything myself. She's really a woman that she's in contact with many persons to accomplish something together for the sake of the kingdom of God. So she's really a woman of great relationship.
Very inspiring. So we'll welcome everybody on Saturday, October 7th.
At 10
o'clock.
Here in the Chapelle Bon Secours. It will be a joy to be together, and as I say, it will be possible to read the text during the conference or listen it in English after this event. So
perfect. We wish a full chapel. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.